a very interesting topic, and this is a topic that concerns every single one who has an emotion. How many of you don't have any emotion? Okay, if you have no emotion, this class is not for you. Okay, I'm sure people can relate if I say emotions do affect our health. Okay, if you're in the chat, if you agree with me, can you put why? Okay, if you agree with me, can you put why? Now, I'm just going on to the Facebook live stream for a little while just to rally people to come in, because sometimes you need some reminders, and we are now reminding you to come right in because so much nuggets of information is going to be shared here today and you don't want to miss it. Okay, you miss it, then you would have missed all the difference in getting your lives transformed. Yeah, so I mean it. So please get yourself in, or get your people who are coming into this group as soon as you can. And I'm going to start shortly. Okay, I'm going to share screen right now. I'm going to share screen right now. I'm going to share this little clip with you in a short while to get you understand about emotions and how the body doesn't know how to differentiate between an emotion and also how it impacts your health. Okay, so let me just move on to the next screen. Okay, are you ready? I think we still got 1 more minute, so I'll just wait 1 more minute before I start this. Shortly. So I'll just wait 1 more minute before I start this. Shortly. So I'll just wait 1 more minute before I. Okay. Patching it to the rest of the Facebook group as well. So if you can, join me. If not, you're gonna kick yourself for not coming in and learning something that is free, zero cost, and you could have changed your life so much with so much more tools and information. Okay. Okay, of course, members have its privileges. I'm going to share over to the Facebook groups if you're in my OI Mentor or Go for Greatness. Let the class begin.
Did you know that the brain does not know the difference between a physical or an emotional injury or stressor? It responds the same. Did you know that soft tissue cells stores memories that can lead to pain in your body? Really? How so, you ask? Here's how. Every thought we think creates or sparks an impulse of
Hold on, I think the sound is not loud enough. Let me replay this one more
electrical
time.
current that moves along pathways of nerves. Did you know that the brain does not know the difference between a physical or an emotional injury or stressor? It responds the same. Did you know that soft tissue cells stores memories that can lead to pain in your body? Really? How so, you ask? Here's how. Every thought we think creates or sparks an impulse of electrical current that moves along pathways of nerves. Those currents of electricity are transmitted or carried through fluid-containing messenger molecules that give instructions to the cells in our bodies. Now, the body is naturally programmed to protect itself from harm or destruction. So, if you think, I'm in danger, the brain will receive that thought in the form of a danger signal and automatically begins producing chemicals in your body to prepare you for fight or flight. These chemicals are stress hormones and are your protectors. Adrenaline, cortisol, and norepinephrine are designed to help you respond in a way to keep yourself safe. They provide you with energy to make you response able. So if you respond by fighting or fleeing, those stress chemicals are used as fuel for your muscles and get burned up. But what if someone says or does something that hurts you emotionally, and for whatever reason, you are unable to fight or flee? Then what? The chemicals that are produced or deployed have no mission and are therefore forced to stand down. In other words, they get stored or deposited into your soft tissue, waiting to be released. These molecules, however, still carry a biochemical imprint of their original fight or flight orders, or memory of the stress incident. These stored molecules of emotions are now blocking normal nerve and muscular function. This creates a condition of static or non-moving electricity. If this situation happens repeatedly over time, this condition will restrict blood flow and circulation of oxygen throughout the body. The areas of the body experiencing low blood flow and oxygen will begin to inflame and contract, or gasp, in an attempt to draw in nutrients and the oxygen it needs. The contracting muscle fibers will then begin pressing in on nerves, which will begin to react or complain. This is when you experience pain.
Okay, so let me just let you know that it all begins with self-awareness. Well, what is it that you need to know, and why is self-awareness so important? Because if you know where the origin of your pain is, then you can go to the root of the problem, correct? So if I tell you that your pain is actually coming from an emotional stem where it originates from, perhaps that could be something that you want to be aware of. Let me just show you how different parts of the body respond when you're having some kind of pain. Okay, so imagine your body is having different kinds of pains on different areas. And what I'm going to show you is literally the emotional energy centers of the body. Most likely, every time when you feel like you have shoulder aches and stuff like that, well, what does that emotion actually mean? It means that you're feeling burdened. You're feeling like you're carrying a heavy load on your body, because this is something that you've been weighing on your shoulder all by yourself without any help. Now, when you find that you're having sore throat or having some kind of thyroid issues, etc., it could be a lack of trust. It could be inability to speak out your real feelings, all right? Or a lack of nurturing. When you were young or when you were growing up, you were not given the ability to voice your real thoughts and emotions. So this is a self-expression issue that could be relating to the issues you have on these areas of your body. Now, let's talk about cardiovascular system, the heart center. It is the center of the entire area that pumps the blood, and it is also an emotional center that grieves, that have that kind of sorrow, the sadness and the loss. When you're feeling sad and all that, not just the heart center area, you're looking at the lungs area as well. So when people feel like they have lost someone they love, a family member, a parent or a son or daughter, or even someone very close to them, they feel a kind of emptiness and stuff like that. So this is going to hurt a lot in the area where it's pointed out. And just further down, the area of the lower part of the torso, it's actually the fear center. It has the fears and phobias where you are afraid to lose control of yourself. You're afraid to fall down. You're afraid to give up power. And you're having fear of losing loved ones who may not want to be with you anymore. So this is that where the kidneys area are. Okay, just feel that area, because many people, when they have that fear in them, generally people who are older, they are elderly, and usually when elderly folks have that kind of fear, they usually have that urinary tract infection. Okay, and it has to do with, in fact, fear factor. Now, when we go a little bit further down where the sexual organs are, where the womb is, and also the reproductive system is, it's all the old stuff that centers around childhood conditioning, violation of the body or personal space, and sometimes it could be something people did to us in the past, and it was not something that we want for ourselves. It could be due to experiences of being molested, being raped, or being just people just transgress around that area, and you feel that you're losing control. And sometimes that could be a reason why you have issues in that area. Okay, so anger center, do you know where this place is? Anger center is where the liver area is. The anger center is where you have the rage, and then you feel jealous, or you feel that kind of envy and resentment. So many times when you are a very angry person, your liver is bound to get hurt. And sometimes if you have liver sclerosis, you have liver disease, then it could be as a result of that anger that you have been carried on through depositing a lot of this in that area. And when we talk about support area is very near to where your hips area are. And this is an indication of a lack of financial support. And sometimes a lot of people need hip replacement and stuff like that. It is a lack of support in the area of financial sphere, very likely that's related to that kind of pain. And when you travel further down, where in between your thighs area, we have what we call the rejection center. And it is where sometimes feelings of being abandoned will surface, and the criticism or judgments of others inject that kind of pain, and you feel like you have been just slighted out, and singled out for being judged and criticized. So these are the area I'd like you to think about it. Which area of your body do you feel pain, or do you have certain issues? Okay, relate that to an emotion. Can you feel that emotion? Because if you can feel where it originates from, you can get yourself clear it. It's in self-recognition that you are able to do it. And survival center, is actually where there's a lot of accidents, abuse, and stuff like that, that is at the area where further down the old staff center. Okay, so this is, as you look to the back of the posterior side, you look at the neck. We mentioned the neck. If you are somebody who is very stubborn, perhaps sometimes you get a lot of neck pain. Okay, if you are somebody that actually always have this spine issues, okay, it could represent that you do not have a lot of support in your life. Okay, this is how emotions can relate to physical ailments or challenges. And when it comes to the upper area of your spine, it's lack of emotional support. It could be things like feeling unworthy, holding back love for someone. And if it goes travel down the spine, it could be feeling of guilt. You're stuck in the past, and then you can't wait for people to get off your back. Okay, and as you go further down, further down the spinal cord, it could, if there's pain in that area, it could be fear of money or fear of financial support. Then we look at the other side where we have the elbows. when you have elbow issues, pain in that area, okay, tennis elbow, etc., could represent changing directions and accepting new experiences. If you do not want to do that kind of be open-minded and accept changes, perhaps your elbow will continue to, exert that kind of pain on your body. Then we go down to the wrist. Wrist represents movement and ease. So if you have any kind of pain on the wrist area, it could feel like your freedom is being restricted. Okay, now I can relate to this because when I was a new mother, and I as a result of carrying my newborn all the time for like 6 months, my hand, my wrist, I do have pain. Okay, it's what we call the carpal tunnel, right? Because it is something that I have been actually resting or putting weight on it. But it also means that once I become a mother, my movement is really, really being, my freedom is being locked because I have another human being to look after, and I cannot be free and easy as I have been prior to being a mother. Okay, so that would also be very relatable. And hips, right? Fear of going forward in major decisions. So people, if you have some hip pain and stuff like that, perhaps you may want to look into decisions that you have been very indecisive in wanting to move forward or not, okay? So then when people have pain on their knees, and when people actually struggle with torn meniscus, etc., could be you're stubborn, could be you're prideful and you're egoistic, and you don't have the ability to bend to, and you are afraid of moving forward. And so you don't want to give in to anything that you think might not be worthy of your time and your interest. Okay, so then it could result in knee pain. When you feel ankle pain, perhaps you're not flexible enough. Perhaps you're guilty of things. Perhaps you are not able to receive pleasure. Okay, so anything to do with the feet and all that, where you have bunions, it represents in a way your inability of being able to receive joy, okay, or experiences in life. Now, it may not be true for everyone, but sometimes when you think about it with an open heart, open mind, it could actually make you agree. Okay, you could agree in certain episodes or events in your life that resulted in such a thing. Okay, so but this is just letting you know that self-awareness is key. And tell yourself, you don't have to tell all of us here, tell yourself which part of your area in your body is having to struggle with pain, which part of your body has struggled with any issues. Okay, so and then relate to that emotion. What have you been doing or thinking, or your past have caused that? Now, would you like to be more happy? Would you like to be more connected? Would you like to be more empowered? Okay, how ready are you to feel good more often? If all of you are ready, I'd like you to just put a Y in the chat group. At least I know you're following what I'm saying. Okay, so if you're ready, I just want to tell you that, well, it's time that you create, yourself a whole body, the mind, body, and spirit that works holistically as one, because the mind, body, and spirit are inseparable. That you are connected and you are communicating on a cellular base, on a cellular level. So do not think that your body is only one part and your mind is operating independently and your spirit is in another space of its own. They are all interconnected. Okay, your body is made up of intelligent cells wired to restore health. This means your body is brilliant in design and naturally wants to be balanced and whole. Do you agree? Okay, because I am one person who is very convinced that our body is intelligent, and so we should not allow anything that ruins that intelligence by subscribing to people's false beliefs. Now, emotions and your body is at its best when you learn the language of your body. We need to know what emotions are and what they are communicating. Okay. And what exactly are emotions? Okay. Do you know what exactly are emotions? Would you key it down and tell me what are emotions? Okay. Perhaps I'll give you a scientific definition of what is emotion. Emotions are information carrying molecules. Okay, they are information carrying molecules that bind and react. Okay, that binds and react with cell receptors. They get into our cells and they impact cell function and behavior. Okay, so they are something, in other words, emotions in their smallest and most basic form are chemical molecules. In this image, the cell is receiving these molecules on one of its receptors. The receptors are molecules that function as sensors or scanners, which is very much like our eyes and ears. These receptors gather in a cluster at the surface of a cell, waiting for a chemical to attach a message. This new information is received inside the cell, impacting your energy level, your behavior, and your mood. It is fascinating to discover how emotions affect our health. Now, emotions are processed throughout the body. So since they are information-carrying molecules that bind and react with cell receptors, they go into the cell, impacting the function and behavior. Okay, in other words, in their smallest and most basic form, they affect our body. And do you know that science reveals that there are complex neural processing functions in the brain, heart, and gut. And this is what we call the three brain. Okay, it is what we call the three brain, and they are neural networks with independent memory and intelligence. It means that you can actually process feelings in each of these brains. The mind is like a conductor, directing the body to feel emotionally and behave physically. The heart discerns the messages our brain receives, and the gut responds accordingly, distributing health or illness to the rest of the body. So let me just move on to show you the three brains, yeah? So we have the mind, which is the logic and the intellect. It actually is the subconscious mind that directs over 90% of our behavior. While the heart is where the intuition lies. There are more neural pathways that run from the heart to the brain than from the brain to the heart. So that's why always make your decision from your heart, not using your logic, okay? It's your heart that knows the kind of decision you make is going to be right or wrong because of the neural pathways. And gut feeling. Do you know that gut feeling, the word is said because 90% of the body's serotonin involved in mood management is produced in the gut. So that's why there are lots of feelings, much more than in your head. Okay, so the brains communicates, all these three brains communicate with each other. They feed back to and fro and influencing the mind. So let's look at the three brains. It's amazing the power of your body, the power your body holds to choose wellness. The three brains connect with each other, feedback, and therefore they are able to make decisions for you, whether you want to choose to be healthy or you want to be unhealthy. So let's see what happens when you're in life's experiences. For example, a young mother, okay, carrying a baby, newborn babe that's crying, and the dog is barking. So your three brains instinctively process your life experiences. So maybe let me walk you through how this works. Okay, so how this works is that, have you ever felt like the woman in this picture? Okay, if you're a mom, other than a dog, I don't have a dog, but I certainly have a lot of overwhelming experience in my life, and even from in different phases of my life. This moment is immediately recorded in our subconscious mind. In this image, you can see how each brain sends its own message. Okay, the mind might think, oh gosh, I have to figure this out, and it's my responsibility after all, right? And the heart says, I feel so overwhelmed. Maybe I'm holding on too much. The gut reinforces, I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. Okay, ever had this feeling or not? If you have, just tell me in the chat in below. Okay, now what happens here is that, have you ever felt, that you have this conflict in your body? This moment is immediately recorded in the subconscious mind of this woman, and in many of us as well. And in this image, you can see how each brain sends its own message. Okay, the mind might think, I have to figure this out, and it's my responsibility after all, right? The heart says, all these things are too much for me. I cannot hold on any much further. Right? So what happens? What happens next is that there's a disconnection with all these three brains. Okay, so when it happens, there's a biochemical reaction in the body. Okay, a biochemical reaction occurs when one feels conflicted, confused, and even notice an unsettled stomach. Okay, these negative reactions are the consequences of conflicting messages which disrupt the internal balance. The results is in what we call disconnection or dis-ease. Okay, dis-ease is where it comes from. So perhaps we may have to rewire our brain to have this belief, okay, to cut away all these negative impact. Let me just share with you. If you have oils that or frankincense or balance, it will be in fact, something very helpful, because when we use the king of oils, we are literally helping our body to rewire, our brain to rewire. And if you have any essential oils that consist of essential oils of frankincense, the king of oils, which I call balance, it is such a calming and grounding oil to the central nervous system. It contains frankincense. Aside from that, there is whole wood, spruce, blue tansy, blue chamomile, and this is something that you can inhale. And it magnifies and opens up the mind's eye, okay? I would suggest, when you have that overwhelming feeling, apply frankincense on your forehead, okay? And connect to the soul with its authenticity. Apply it also on the heart, okay? And apply it on the soles of the feet to ground you. These are how I would suggest the oils to be used in such a way. Now, there are other ways to use oils, but this is one of the ways that I highly recommend you use these two particular oils. Now, why do we suggest that emotions and essential oils are a pair? Okay, so I want you to be as excited as I am to know that essential oils can really benefit us emotionally. Take a moment and perhaps choose an oil like wild orange now, okay? Take out your wild orange, inhale, okay? What does wild orange make you feel? How does it make you feel? Wild orange invites connection in the body and stimulates energy. Okay, so if you have wild orange, I would like you to put it on the palm of your hands, cup it and inhale a couple of times. Suddenly you feel that everything that you have been so far has been shifted to a different level. Okay, I'm going to tell you how this can work, because our emotions, like I mentioned to you, if you remember, are chemical information, okay, that carries in a chemical molecule. And essential oils are also molecules, okay, molecules. So let's talk about how essential oils can support us. It can support our cell receptors. It can promote a healthy cell function, detox all these negativity, and maintain cells' natural state, what we call homeostasis. Essential oils promote emotional purification like none others, okay? And anchor in the healthy biochemistry. So inhale again, the wild orange, or put it in your diffuser if you want to have a long-term effects throughout the time that you're watching this with me. Now, I'd like you to also know that for those people who are new to doTERRA or the essential oils, this is what you need to know. Okay, the essential oils of peppermint is one of those very, very powerful oils that can help you revitalize and energize. Now, you see the peppermint leaf in the picture, and you also see that the peppermint oil sacs, when it is being enhanced 1,000 times under a microscope, they are all over these leaves. And when the leaves are being crushed or steam distilled, it is these oils inside the sac that is bursting with all these aroma. Okay, and this is how the healthy biochemistry of these essential oils can promote physical and emotional detoxification, and how peppermint, when you inhale this, when you apply it topically on your head, can help you relieve any kind of aches and pain, and also help energize you and cool your body down. Okay, but it is important to know that not all essential oils are made equal, okay? Synthetic grade is in perfumes, cleaners, and also is the lowest grade that any, no matter how much they price, okay? It is the lowest grade. Food grade is the flavoring in your toothpaste, your gum, your mouthwashes. But the oils that we have in doTERRA are certified pure tested grade essential oils, which means that it is meant for having health benefits. And because due to the poor regulation standards, okay, of other essential oils that is surfacing in the market, they are putting a bad name out there for people who do not know the difference, okay? So always remember, certified pure tested grade essential oils are the safest, the purest, and to use for supporting the physical and emotional needs of your body. Do not take any other essential oils that is not tested and that may carry out all kinds of synthetic chemistry that could actually give you the other side effects that I don't even want to go there, right? The chemical components of what we have in doTERRA CPTG oils are friendly to the body's natural biochemistry. Just note that. Now I'm going to go on to how to get that promotion of physical and emotional reaction in the body by clearing the mental fog in you by using peppermint. So I'm going to stop share here, okay? So stop sharing here. Well, we have quite a number of people right now that came in. Now, I just want to share with you, whenever you use peppermint essential oil, that's just one way to use it in my dictionary. You have to put it on the palm of your hands. If you are having skin sensitivity, make sure you put another drop of fractionated coconut oil on the palm of your hands. I'd like you to do this. Put your palm out, do this, and inhale. Okay, this is how you should inhale peppermint. No other way to it, okay? If you do it any other way, you will not maximize that potential it can give your body, that powerful dose, okay? So another time when you do it, I want you to use it like a shisha, okay? Do this. Okay, it's like giving me the high because it really goes, lift you up in a way that none other essential oil can really do that for me. Okay, and it goes into your throat, it goes into your lungs, it goes into your bloodstream. Okay, and then the remaining oils behind your neck, all over your body, just massage it. It's so nice, so cooling, such a sensation that you can hardly feel, you know, that any other non-doTERRA essential oils can do for you. But of course, if you use peppermint with frankincense, whoa, you really go up higher to a level that perhaps you've never been before. Now I'm going to continue sharing. This literally can shift you and clear away all the mental fog. Okay, a lot of mental fog. So people, if you are stuck, you're feeling stuck, you need to use your peppermint. Your peppermint is what I call the drivers of all essential oils, if you do not know by now. Whatever oils you use, if you want to drive it more into your tissue, please combine it with peppermint, okay? All right, so let's move on to the screen here, continue to share. Now, there's a few other things I'd like to share with you, and it's this one, okay? There are 3 ways to use essential oils, okay? The first way is the aromatically, like I taught you how to inhale by funneling all the peppermint into your nose, okay? Smell is the fastest way to affect mood. Aromatic molecules have actually direct access to the limbic area of your brain, okay, which is the emotional center of your brain. And that is actually subconsciously controlling your emotions, your memory, your hormonal balancing, your blood pressure, and your breathing, okay, without thinking. Essential oils does all these for you. How cool. You don't even have to work so hard and think so much. Now, essential oils, do you know that the smell being the fastest way to affect mood can in fact help you unlock this process unlocks the amygdala, which is the center of the emotions and emotional behavior. This is how inhalation creates an immediate emotional impact. Okay, I don't think any doctor would disagree that inhalation, it doesn't work. Okay, there are many doctors who are practicing in their clinics by using inhalation, by diffusing it in their clinics. I've got quite a number of doctors who are using essential oils in their clinics, and this is something I highly recommend everybody who are running any kind of health and wellness to use the essential oils that we trust. Okay. Now, another way to use essential oils is to use them topically, right? Using the essential oils topically means that these tiny molecules can pass through your skin and into your circulatory system. And you can apply anywhere on the body. Essential oils will penetrate to every cell. And here are some of the tips I'd like to share with you, how you can affect the 3 brains of your body, okay? So apply it over the heart, inside the wrists, or the fleshy pockets behind the ears, okay? This is the area that you can help yourself with. And the other one is, in fact, apply it on the back of your neck, across the forehead, or on the bottoms of your feet. And this is going to impact your brain. Okay, these are what or they are actually the molecules that can pass through the blood-brain barrier. Essential oils are so tiny and so fantastic in helping the brain that I believe if people who hasn't tried it should consider using it, and perhaps ask people who come to this class for a sample. Now, also applying over the stomach area or the bottoms of the feet will actually help you with your digestive system, your gut, okay? So these are the 3 areas that I highly recommend that if you are somebody who are completely new to essential oils, use in these areas, okay? Use in these areas. And then of course, internal is the 3rd way of using essential oils. And CPTG is a must, okay, in order to know whether this can be used for dietary or not. Because not all essential oils, even if they're very pure, are recommended to be going in internally. So you got to check the bottle or go to doTERRA.com, check that particular oil if it is recommended for internal purposes. If it is recommended for internal purposes, it will say it's for dietary use as well, or it can be taken internally, okay? Either put it in a cup of water, like a wild orange in 1 or 2 drops, or put in a veggie capsule if that oil happen to be kind of hot or something that you don't like the taste of, but you need to get into your system to help your body be able to fight some kind of germs or help you with some systemic wellness, okay? So this is a few ways that I would suggest. And as for peppermint, of course, you can simply put it on the palm of your hands, press it on your finger and put it on your palate or under your tongue, okay? So this is another way of using it orally. Now, cellular support for the 3 brains do not just come in terms of just essential oils. If you add a daily support with minerals, micronutrients, and healthy fats, essential oils can enhance the absorption of the nutrition on a cellular level, okay? So this is, you know, essential oils and blends I've just highlighted are only just a small sampling of the power essential oils have for maintaining physical and emotional well-being. When you look at these 3 packs, do you know that this is a daily supplement I've been taking for over 7 years, okay? It helps to lay a very strong foundation for physical and emotional health. It helps to provide an excellent source for minerals, micronutrients, and healthy fats. So if you're not taking at least the basic foundation of good health, then you are not treating your body right, okay? You're not feeding it right. Because when we talk about XE omega here, the XE omega is what we have. We have 9 essential oils and omega fatty acids to the 3 brains, supporting the brain nourishment, the heart, and the circulatory health and digestive function. And when you look at Alpha CRS Plus, it contains potent antioxidants that promote chemical communication in cellular pathways. And the 3rd bottle is what we call the MVP or the VMC if you're in US. It's your vitamin supplement. It provides optimal levels of micronutrients for immune function and energy. My mom takes this too, and she is such a firm believer of this. Now, it is also important to clean up your gut every quarterly. Gut cleansing restores clear thinking and improved mood. If you are somebody that has not been cleaning your gut and you have been living for 30, 40, 50 years, okay, then I think it's time for you to do something about it. Even a car needs servicing every 6 months. Now, this is the Cleanse and Restore Gut Health that I would suggest, consisting of not just the Lifelong Vitality I mentioned earlier, but this is really different, okay? This helps to enhance the cleaning function of the body. When you look at lemon, it's such a gentle detox agent that can help you get rid of petrochemicals and all kinds of all the different types of impurities in your body, especially digesting of fats and getting rid of all these bacteria or viruses as well. Now, then we have probiotics. Now, probiotics, as we know, is something that can enhance the brain, the good bacteria in the gut. And this will foster the nutrient uptake, the energy metabolism, and the GI tract immunity. And when you look at Terazyme is a digestive enzyme complex that supports the conversion of food to cellular energy and healthy production of metabolic enzymes. Okay, so I will not want to waste a minute having my body produce digestive enzyme when I know I can take it from an external sources, right? Because whatever I do for my body, I can actually help it to last it longer and to have less problem in the end. But do you know that GI axis is something you ought to have that on a quarterly basis, because it provides a very natural but powerful cleanse on your GI tract. The essential oils inside this is really mind-blowing. It has a lot of great oils like thyme, tea tree, oregano, lemon, etc., and cilantro, so to get rid of things. Okay, so tonight we're not on the nutrition class, but this is just a short version of what cleansing and restoring gut health will do to improve your mood. Okay, so let me move on. So why use essential oils to manage your mood? Why? Because it's natural, it's safe, it generates a lot of very fast response, things that can quickly get into your brain, get into your bloodstream, and help to settle a lot of things, which just can be so quick. And it's a simple way to manage our emotions. Okay, so secondly, the essential oils really are something that you can use to alter your mood, shift it to another to a different space. Whenever I feel like my anger catch up on me, I will actually inhale an oil, and I will tell you which oil as I come to. Now, I'm going to simply run through the emotional aromatherapy quickly, because I've done it with Shan 2 weeks ago. So I'm just going to quickly tell you, where do you begin if you really want to use emotional aromatherapy to help you settle and support your emotions. These are the 6 essential oil blends that you should have as a set, because our emotions run through us different types for different types of days. So all these 18 emotions that you see here listed is something we can actually go through on sometimes a daily basis or a weekly basis. For a complete list of every oil and over 85 emotions, then there is a reference. Actually, there's an emotional reference app that you can download in your smartphone, because with that download, it will help you even more. So in addition to guiding you to which oil to use for each emotion, it also tells you where to apply the oil and even provide a processing ideas to help you move to the emotional state that you desire. So you may also want to look up what you may be experiencing physically and can suggest the emotional route. Okay, so I'm just going to share with you these 6 oils that we have. Consist of cheer, passion, forgive, console, peace, and motivate. Now, this is something that I cannot stress more how powerful it is, but I'm going to just tell you that if you do not use essential oils to help you with all these processes, you are actually a fool. Now, I'm going to let you know that let me just stop share here and see how far we have. Okay, I ran through a lot of things tonight, because I know if you're coming in for this session, you're not a new user. you are somebody who has used essential oils before and you need something more, something that you have not gone through in a lot of regular trainings. So it is going to be important to use the oils that we have on your hands and not waste them. Let me just share with you. When you get angry, use forgive. Okay, when you feel that you have that jealousy in you or the envy feeling that you have about something, or somebody, use forgive. I've been diffusing forgive, not because I'm envious of anybody, but today I really have a tough time. I really have a tough time. And I need to heal my heart. I need to forgive myself. I need to forgive the situation in my life. So that's why I feel that when you have forgive, you can actually apply on your chest, okay, behind your neck, behind your ears, all over, and inhale. And if you know of a tapping techniques, if we have time, I can show you how, but I just want to tell you that when you use oils and you kind of use the tapping techniques that I've been sharing with quite a number of people on for the past few weeks, you're going to be able to clear a lot of emotions that by you doing other things may not be as helpful. Okay, so now I'm going to share the screen for the next few slides and then we go for Q&A. Okay, so let me just hold on for a while. Let me just go to the right slides and we can continue with this, because quite a number of things that I have mentioned to you were done a couple of weeks ago already. And if you are not certain what oils to use for what emotions, I'm going to direct you to the right app, okay? But finally, this is something I want to share with you here. Okay, hold on. Share. Okay, can you see this? Okay, for healthy mood lifestyle, and to help you have mind, heart, and gut health and wellness, you got to start from your lifestyle. Okay, so let me break it down for you. What healthy mind will entail. Ask yourself, I work on healthy thought patterns. You have to feed in the positive in order to weed out and take out all those things that do not serve you. And you have to choose to believe in the good about yourself and others and get rid of other things that do not help serve your purpose. And you need to nourish your brain with good fats and minerals. So these are the essential oils that will support you to secure your own self-confidence. Look at them, and I want you to take a snapshot. Oils like bergamot, cassia, Douglas fir, eucalyptus, geranium, marjoram, peace, and peace is a reassuring blend, and Siberian fir are all very good oils for that kind of healthy mind, okay, that address the emotion of insecurity. Okay, so, or when you do not trust yourself or others and lack of confidence, you really got to work on your mindset. Okay, so this is something I really encourage you to use. And the other one, that when we come to the heart, healthy heart, you want to trust your intuition. You don't want to second guess yourself. You need to know that your intuition brings you to the higher power. You have to know that when you give freely, you will also receive. And the more you give, the more you receive. And there is very much a lot of people lack is the peace inside of them. So I want you to feel that you have that inner peace in you. And what are the oils that can help you support all these emotional or physical disturbance in your peaceful endeavor? Use oils like Immortelle, which is an anti-aging blend. Use oils like Console, which is a comforting blend, or Helichrysum, Lavender, Anchor, which is part of the Yoga Blend collection. and it has that steadying that properties that help you ground you. So this is something you definitely want to lock in your healthy heart. Okay, so another one that I would like you to know is that do not think that oils alone can do the job. Okay, always think of using oils, partner it with supplements for that healthy gut. Do you digest and process your food well? Do you nourish your digestive system with good nutrition and enzymes? Do you know how your body is feeling? Is it feeling healthy? Is it feeling well? These are really basic of what you should do for your body, and don't wait till it's too late. Okay. And finally, I have this other thing that I'd like to share with you. This is the app. Okay, look at this app. Take a picture and go and download it. It doesn't cost a lot, but it's really going to be helpful to address all the different kinds of emotions one may feel. And it is going to help you make your own perfume blend or help you help others feel better. Okay. And also there is another thing that I would like to reference you to, and it is inside the doTERRA website. And it is in the ebook called the Emotional Aromatherapy. Go there and you're going to get a wealth of information of what oils to use for what kind of emotions. Okay, you really need to get rid of things that don't serve you emotionally in order to feel good physically. All right, so ask yourself, what do you need to weed out? What kind of negative thoughts and relationships that you got to let go? Okay, and this is something that you need to ask yourself, and what oils is going to support you with promoting better relationships, right? And what do I want to plant? You want to plant new beliefs. You want to have greater, better, and more stable relationships, okay? And so you need to ensure that you got supplementation in your life as well. So finally, how will I nourish this seed? It is enough. It is not enough to feed yourself, but it is just not once in a while. It is a daily health habits that you need to practice. You need to do daily meditation, do daily supplementation, do daily inhalation of the oils, and to make you feel like you are enough and you are whole. Okay, so let me just leave you with this particular message that I find it's very helpful for me as well as for many. Okay, you fill a bucket drop by drop. You clear your mind thought by thought. You heal yourself moment by moment. And it is written by Lisa Wimberger, founder of the Neurosculpting Institute. I love this saying. And I really encourage you not to do it alone. Okay, do it with essential oils in getting your emotional state of mind healthier and stronger. Okay, with this, I kind of conclude today's presentation. I forgot to okay, I'm going to stop the live stream. I think for people who are watching in from the Facebook, this is my gift for you. Okay, I know that I encourage more people to come into the Zoom is because what we're going to do now is going to share some personal experiences with you. And sometimes it may be not compliant. So I have to say goodbye for all of you who are watching out there. And for those who are in Zoom, please stay around because I like to talk to you.